So we're going to play around with cookies and Go, the Go programming language. And so I thought maybe this time we'd do it with templates. So I'm going to just add in templates. And if you're watching this video online, you can get to all the code at GitHub goes to 11. It's my username, Golang Web Dev. So that's the code we're working out of. And so I'm going to create a folder for templates here. Just so you guys continue to see this, a new directory and templates. And when we have templates, I could do like index.gohtml. My mouse is acting funny. There we go. Index.gohtml. And it's asking me file association types because it's the first time I've done this in Golang. Golang. Gogland. I don't know how you say it. So I'm going to say that this is an HTML, that GoHTML needs to be associated with HTML documents. And so there it is. And hit OK. And I could always get back to those in Golang under Preferences, and then just search inside Preferences for associations and file types. And so here, if I looked for HTML, it says GoHTML is also an HTML file type. Kind of cool. So there's my HTML, and wow, content viewport width, device width, user scalable, initial scale. That's cool. That's new to Golang. That's not in WebStorm. I wonder if I could fix this somehow, because my mouse is not liking it. That's better. All right, so now to do this, I always think main, first place, func main, http.listen and serve, and I need colon 8080, and then nil means default serve mux, and now I could do http.handle func, and handle func this route and that function, and it has to be a function with a certain signature, and it's got to be a response writer, and a pointer to an HTTP request. Wow, so far Golang is grooving. And HTTP handler func should be handle func. I mistyped it. And so that's that. And then we have a init, which that's not. So there's func init, and outside of func init, I need to have my TPL, var TPL is a pointer to from package template type template, right? And multiple choices, HTML template or text template. I'm going to go with HTML template. And we've learned all about templates. So this should all be a reminder, y'all. And TPL is equal to template must, right? Template parse glob. And then a pattern, and it's going to be templates go HTML. So any templates there. And so there we're all parsing them, our TPLs. And then down here we could do TPL.execute template and execute it to our writer. And what else does execute template take? How do I get my options there? That's not it. I don't know. We'll do it this way. Func execute template writer, name, and data interface. So the name of this one is index.gohtml, and then data is just nil. And so there's my data, and we could test that just to make sure that all this works. And cool. And now we'll close this and change. All right, so that all worked. Nice. When you all see this code, well, that code right there, and Garrett asked me to increase the size of this. $28, $32. That's big. when you all see that code, I might have to change that down. You understand that now? How many people can bang that out? Let me see your hands. Cool. But it's also been like 2 weeks maybe since we looked at templates and everything, right? But isn't that a nice feeling? I'm proud of you guys. So the next thing we're going to play with our cookies. And we're going to do the path thing. And so, we'll do that just once more, just code it up from the beginning. And so do you want to do that same example, or let's do the homework example? The homework example is closed. Oh, no, here it is. Try saying cookie at this path, dog Bowser. So we'll do dog Bowser. So dog Bowser. And see if you can access it at cat and or at dog Bowser. So let's just add a couple more then. Dog Bowser profile. I guess that would be profile, but I don't know. Pictures. And then we're going to look at it at cat. Right? And at cat. So there we go. So here we could do Bowser. And here we could do Bowser pics. And here we could do cat. Bowser. Bowser pics. Cat. And now we just need some templates in there, and it's giving me a little green error, typo in word Bowser. I got to get rid of that. Pound F1. I don't know what that just did. That did Command F1. That just, what did that just do? I think that changed the size of my screen resolution. Now we just got back. Let's go to Golang preferences. Spelling. Spelling, configure spelling inspection. And inspections, spelling, typo. Spell checker locates typos. Multiple inspections, or you can add them with a single inspection. That's it. Bye-bye typos. So now I need a few more here. This one's going to be Bowser. This one is going to be Bowser pics. This one is going to be cat. So this one's cat. Cat. This one is Bowser pics. Bowser pics. This one is I was just trying to do multiple array. Bowser, Bowser, and that's it. So that should all work. Test, Bowser. Am I in the wrong area? 42. Control C. Print working directory. 42 cookie. 46 spring 17. 46 spring 17. 42 cookie. Main.go. Did I misspell Bowser? B-O-W-Z-E-R. B-O-W. I need dog Bowser. Dog Bowser. But I've turned it off. Dog Bowser. Still showing up test. Dog Bowser. Dog Bowser, because I haven't changed these, right? They're all serving up index. Some people are probably online saying, change your Bowser pics and cat. There we go. How many people saw that? Anybody? Or are you kind of surprised too? Bowser pics. What is the route to Bowser pics? Bowser/pictures. And cat. Some confusing routes. All right. What do you want to do now? Set a cookie at Bowser. So a cookie, we look at GoDoc. Cookie is a struct. And if we do set cookie, what's a pointer to a cookie? And a response writer. So we could create our cookie from package HTTP. And we'll make this a address. It's a cookie. That's a struct, and so we just name things. So name is user cookie. Value is this would be the value. And we won't set a path. And then we could pass C into here. Well, what if the cookie is already there? We just overrode it, but I guess that's okay. We could just overwrite it. And then on our template, Bowser.goHTML, that's cool. I wonder if that thing with the, I would be interested in seeing the, whatever that was, where it was the variables showing the variables in the code before that I turned off. I'd be interested in seeing that in templates. That could be helpful. I'll have to figure that out here in a minute. All right, so now let's see if we see our cookie. Does that code all look good? What did I forget to do? What did I forget? What takes a pointer to a cookie? You see me using set cookie anywhere? Set cookie, response writer, and a pointer to a cookie. So now I just set my cookie. So it'll be set on the browser. All right. Test. And it's dog Bowser. Here's the cookie, user cookie. This would be the value. Nice. I could also do this, right? Because it's a struct. And maybe make these. You like that? I could also do this. right? And I could just copy this code. So that's Bowser. Here's Bowser pics. Here's cat. Here's index. I like this example. So that ran, and then there's Bowser pictures. Bowser pictures, dog Bowser pictures. Isn't that the name of it? Dog Bowser pictures. Why is there no cookie? I didn't ask for it and I didn't pass it in, so it's saying, hey, there's no cookie. All right, because that's the logic I put onto my template. Even if if I look here, the cookie's there. Right, user cookie. And then my old one, we don't need that one anymore. So I want to get my cookie here on Bowser Pics. How do I get a cookie? We need to go look at GoDoc. So everybody go dig into GoDoc, and then somebody tell me, where do you find your cookie? How do you get it? Anybody remember? Or logically talk it through with me. How's your cookie get to the server? Is it already existing on the server? Does it come with the Wicked Witch of the West? Does Dorothy tap her red shoes 3 times? How's the cookie get to the server? Somebody tell me. How does the cookie get to the server? It comes with the request, right? Yeah? Doesn't it? Comes with the request. So if we look at the request, type request, do any of these methods say anything about cookie? Or there's a method cookie. We give it the name, gives us a pointer to a cookie and an error. Oh, cool. How do we use that? It's a method on pointer to request. So we have pointer to request right here. So we could do r dot cookie, right? R dot cookie, and then give it the name of the cookie, and then it'll return a cookie and an error. And the name of the cookie is this. And then we want to check that error. So if error is not nil, then we could do what? What do you want to do if there's no cookie? Well, C needs to be something, right? Because if we're going to pass C here, then if there's no value with C and we get down here, then what are we passing, you know? So we might do var C is a pointer to HTTP cookie. And if there's no error, we could just print it to the, if there is an error, we could just print it to the terminal. And then we could just flow on through and pass in our C. Let's see what happens. See if there's a better way to write that. So that's on route Bowser Pics, dog Bowser Pics, refresh, name user cookie, this would be the value. So picked it up, there was no error. But what if there was no cookie? How's that response. Let's get rid of the cookie and refresh this page. There was no cookie, and it said named cookie not present on our terminal. Be interesting to just print out C. Like, what does C look like? You know, if there is C is just emptiness. Print out type of C. Type pointer to a cookie. But then if we go back and we look at this, dog Bowser, oop, I'm not running. Put the cookie there now. Dog Bowser pictures. And here's the cookie. What about now? Let's wire that all up for the cat stuff, right? Pass that into cat. And we could do that at index. Pass that into index. So we still have a cookie here. Refresh this page, it works. Go to cat. There is no cookie. Go to index. There is no cookie. There's no cookie there, but if we were back at dog Bowser pictures, cookie's still there. So we could also add in on these templates here, path. So no path on that, right? So let's set path. We set the cookie. Let's set path. Dog Bowser. Path is now dog Bowser. Let's clear all. Refresh it. Now we just have that one. Path is now dog Bowser. You can see that there, path. And you see domain. You see HTTP, you see secure. You see max age and expires. Those kind of share those in common. You see that? Path is dog Bowser. Pictures works. User cookie, this would be the value. Path is still dog Bowser, but did I not wire that in? Why didn't it show the path on dog Bowser pics? We got the path there. Path gets set there. We set that cookie. And then Bowser picks. That's interesting. Only the name and the value came back. It didn't bring back the path. I've read about that once before. I forgot about it until just right now. Like right here, if we just print out just trying to think how we could do this. How else can we pass in C here if we create C and request a cookie, but nothing's there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Bowser picks. C, user cookie, this would be the value. HB, name cookie not present, type HB cookie. User cookie, this would be the value. Clear it. Refresh, there is no cookie. Name cookie not present, HB cookie. So that's okay. I thought that might give me like a nil pointer dereference or something. HTTP cookie. We request the cookie. We get C if there's an error, there is no cookie. We showed that, and then we still pass that in. So I guess we could just do it just like that. So when we request the cookie, have I lost you guys? We set all this stuff, and then we request it. So let's set it. Dog Bowser, there is no cookie. Bowser, set cookie. Dog Bowser. Dog Bowser. I don't know what typo I had up there, but some typo. So here's the path. Pictures. Path didn't come through. So it just sent back the name and value. So let's look that up. What fields are returned with a cookie? HTTP cookies explained. Cookie creation, cookie encoding, expires, domain, path, secure, cookie maintenance and lifecycle, using expiration, cookie restrictions, cookies in JavaScript, HTTP only, conclusion, value, cook, no I, creation. Looks like an interesting article. We'll come back to that in a minute. See if it says path in here. Do HTTP cookie include, I don't know what to search for or where I read that. RFC cookie. Path. It makes sense that it doesn't include it. Anybody else find anything? The path attribute. The scope of each cookie is limited to a set of paths controlled by the path attribute. If the server omits the path attribute, the user agent will use the directory of the request URI's path component as the default value. So if we didn't set it, it's set wherever we set it. The user agent will include the cookie in an HTTP request only if the path portion of the request URI matches or is a subdirectory of the cookie's path attribute. Although seemingly useful for isolating cookies between different paths within a given host, the path attribute cannot be relied upon for security. That's cool. The domain attribute specifies those hosts to which the cookie will be sent. For example, if the value of the domain attribute is example.com, the user agent will include the cookie in the cookie header when making HTTP requests to example.com, www.example.com, and datcorp.com. Note the leading dot, if present, is ignored even though the character is not permitted, but a trailing dot, if present, will cause the user agent to ignore the attribute. Example.com, example.com, and trailing dot. If the server omits the domain attribute, the user agent will return the cookie only to the origin server. So that's cool. All right. What was our issue? We were just looking for something. We got that set. It's not returning the path. So only the name and value. That's what we were looking for. Only the name and value come back, so we don't see the path. But we got the cookie there. And let's see if we get the cookie at cat. So we're still running. And we could go look at, just refresh this to make sure. And we could go look at cat. There is no cookie. So what we saw before. How can we change this code to not reset this if we didn't want it to reset it? Right, we just want to set it one time. Oh, well, what I meant kind of was this, like C request.cookie, right? User cookie, and that's going to return a cookie and an error. And we could do if errors, I think I could just do this. There we go. If error is not equal to nil, like that, right? Now, if there's no cookie, it'll set it. If there is a cookie, it doesn't. So we've seen that before. So let's just finish this long video playing with cookies. Let's finish it by looking at how many people that was helpful, just kind of like work through those issues. Raise your hands. How many people that was droning? Oh my God. All right, good. Glad it was helpful. I literally check in with you like that just to, because sometimes I feel like I'm droning. And, but also I know sometimes it's helpful to see me sort of struggle through some issues and like think it through and hear me talk it through. Like that's always interesting to me when I'm like pair programming and I'm hearing somebody talk something through. That's like fascinating. I'm like, what is that person thinking and how do they go through it? You know, it's like, it's really cool for me. I'm glad you guys find it useful. So just looking at this code here, I changed the error. So here we're requesting a cookie, and if the error is nil, right, then the HTTP error, and I put in HTTP status text 400 bad request. And so that's just requesting the cookie again. Here we're setting a cookie, request the cookie. So let's write that example again. So just write another cookie example where you set it with the path. And that's the last thing we didn't see on this one, just in case somebody stumbled across this video, not the other one. So I'm just going to copy this code, new folder, 01. (02). And in the 02 folder, I'm going to do path to root. And when I do path to root, when I set this cookie for Bowser, so my dog, if my dog, it's like I learned this from my dog. If you want something to stick, keep rolling around in it. But how many people feel like you're getting more comfortable with cookies because we just keep rolling around in it, right? It's starting to stick. Do you like that analogy? It works. I think it's funny. Maybe I didn't deliver it correctly. What error did I just hit? Why am I getting 42 hello? What directory am I in? 46 spring 17 02. 46 spring 17. I need to go into 42 02. So no cookie. Bowser. What was it? I'm sorry. Dog Bowser. So there's my cookie. Pictures has it. Cat has it. Default has it. Because I specified the path from this point forward. All right, I think we got that. Yeah? All right, so play with that and, you know, just do another one of those examples. We'll take like a half hour. I want you to really code it up. And when you get done doing it, say, who needs help? Stand up and say, who needs help? And go help one of your classmates because that's going to reinforce it for you. So let's see who says who needs help first.